Hi everybody, this is our fourth poster presentation this morning. I'd like to introduce Bill White and Virginia McKendry, and they're involved in the Tse Tsa Watle program here at Royal Roads University. I'll let them introduce themselves and describe the program, starting with Virginia.
Hi, I'm Virginia McKendry. I work in the School of Communication and Culture here as a core faculty member, and I'm the program head for the BA in Professional Communication. When I arrived here 2 years ago, I brought with me my growing and intense interest in decolonization theory and Indigenous knowledge, which arose out of my own training in feminist theory. And one of the first people I met here was our Aboriginal Relations Coordinator, Greg Sam. He was looking for a way to create greater awareness and ways of gathering people together around the issues that are germane to his office. And I was somebody who was looking for some research to do, and I applied for an internal research grant and was very grateful to be awarded sufficient funds to start creating the very first piece of Tse Tsa Watle, which was the speaker series, the Aboriginal Engagement Series. And it was Greg's idea to ground Tse Tsa Watle as an emergent process that would be based in participation by all people, where we wouldn't know the outcome necessarily, but that the foundation would be set by hearing from and receiving guidance from the elders who live in this territory. Bill White was the first person, I believe, who came and spoke for us. And you'll see down here on our poster, I've sort of summarized the basic teachings of each of the presenters that came that first year. And that is the foundation for this project. It's turning into lots of different things. We have student involvement now. One of my students just won an International Association of Business Communicators Student Award of Merit for his video on Tse Tsa Watle. I have a student team in the BA program who are supporting us with communications. They helped me make this poster. In fact, they made the poster. Bill White and I are now using the video, and Dave Adams, our cameraman, actually has been a big piece of this. He captures all of our meetings, including ones that happen off campus. We had an elders lunch, for instance, last Christmas, and then Bill's expertise is as a very competently bicultural person who gets the university as well as the way knowledge and relationships work in the community. He's able to go through the transcriptions of those videos to start pulling out things on here like what does it look like? What are the ways of teaching and learning that are different in an Indigenous context than here? This is going to give us very specific information for some workshops we're going to be developing to bring that knowledge that's sort of tacit within your community and bring it forward for teachers and students and support people here. As Greg said, we take all this for granted. You know, Tse Tsa Watle, which means coming together to help each other. It's something that people in the communities take for granted, but maybe we should start sharing it, he said. So that was the impetus. And his father, the Honorable Dr. Sammy Sam. I never met Dr. Sam, but he was always speaking, I believe, about the need to work together across the cultures.
And a traditional leader, a spiritual leader.
So I'd like to ask Bill to talk more about our project from your perspective.
Speak to the importance of Tse Tsa Watle, Bill, to the university and to other organizations.
What is very exciting for us is that because of the original interviews with this small group of people, we are able to then reflect on the teachings provided to us by at least three very prominent teachers, Dr. Samuel Sam, recipient of Order of Canada, who is gone now, and Agnes Pierre from Katesay, who is another traditional elder and leader. She too passed away around the same time. And thankfully, very living Chief Adam Dick, Quaxistala, who is Quagyul, who taught us, who showed us that it's important to work with traditions, important to work with strengths, important to work with songs, important to treat each other well, important to help each other. And for example, Adam Dick, every time I sit with him, I learn something new about the world. And he was withheld from his old people when the police were coming to the villages to take children away to the residential school. His old people knew they were coming before, and so they took him on canoe up the river. So when the police came, he was away, and they taught him about the rules and regulations for potlatching, for singing, and names of places. And so he had this kind of education that no other has had ever and or will. And so what we've done is we've taken that. I've been lucky enough to work with old people since the 70s. And so because of our work at the university and now with Virginia, we're then going to be able to look at the interviews. And as Virginia mentioned, I'm transcribing those interviews now, and we'll pull out the teachings that will be useful for students in terms of belonging and helping and working together and being respectful with each other and use those as the framework to also be of use to faculty on campus if they wish to look at innovative ways to develop curriculum, innovative ways to mark, innovative ways to work with the communities in the immediate region. Because one of the objectives of Tse Tsa Watle is also to appeal to young people within the territory about coming to university.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, because the old people that we worked with in the 70s always used the term "Guam Guam Tunshkwalawan," make your mind strong. And they used to say, they would stand on the big house floor and talk to us in the 70s, and they talked to us in our language and later in English, and they would raise their hand and they said, out of one hand you use the teachings of our own people, and on the other you use the teachings of white people. So they're telling us to bring them together. And so that is one of the objectives that we're going to work with as we move along in the project. That sort of covers it, eh?
I think so.
I think so.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Much more going on. We have, for people who would like to know more, I have some materials I can send you. If you'd like to send your email address to the Aboriginal Relations Office or to me at Royal Roads. And we're building a blog with our next batch of students next year.
Very
And another thing I really like about this project is that the student involvement is growing. My whole cohort this year is fascinated and interested in something that had not really been on their radar very much, and they can get credit for this.
Oh, very nice.
Yes, so it's a very Royal Roads thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Virginia and Bill, thank you very much for doing this. It was tremendous.